Hello, I'm Andrea Mandel here at the People and Entertainment Weekly studio at the Toronto International Film Festival. I'm here with the cast of Wildflower, a very special film that's up for acquisition here at the festival. And I'm really excited to talk to you all about it. So I'm here with the director, Matt Smuggler. I'd like to start with you because I understand this is a more personal story for you, and I was hoping you could briefly talk about how Wildflower connects to your own story.
Yeah, so this started with, it's inspired by my niece, and it started with a little video that I was going to basically go and shoot for her to help her get into college, because she essentially did not think that there was anything interesting about her or her life. And meanwhile, you know, her mother has a cognitive disability, and her father was in a car accident and also has a disability as well. So I went out there and just really like a companion piece for her to get into college, and then very quickly realized that there was so much more going on, and really kind of this incredible story that I thought could make an amazing movie, and to celebrate this family through their sense of humor and their strength. And so that's how it all happened.
And Kiernan Shipka,
Hello. Tis I.
Yes, takes on somewhat of the role of your niece in this film.
Inspired by, yes.
Inspired by. So Kiernan, I have to confess, I did watch Mad Men on the plane on the way here. It was one of the offerings.
Oh my gosh, sorry, there's
it was really
on my leg. Sorry.
That's okay.
Oh, it's off. Wait, what episode?
It was.
You surely couldn't have watched the whole series.
No, I watched like 2.5 episodes.
Nice.
And it really, and in one scene, your on-screen parents are at a country club, and you and your on-screen brother just run up and grab January Jones.
Yeah.
But it took me back, but you've done so much work since then, and taken on so many interesting roles. And I'm curious what attracted you to this part in particular.
Absolutely. I was filming in the Hudson Valley. I remember it very clearly last summer, and I got sent the script, and I read it immediately. I fell in love with the story, the character. It made me laugh. I was genuinely crying in a way that was just a good indicator that this was something that was real and authentic and needed to be made, and I felt like I needed to be part of, because I thought it was just a really beautiful story. And chatted with Matt. I connected with the character so much. I thought she was just such a beautiful young woman, and there was so much that I wanted to bring to it, and I was really lucky to hop on board and had the best time making it, and the cast turned out to just be absolutely exceptional, and Matt's amazing. So it was really just a very easy yes, is what I always say, is that reading it, there was not much weighing pros and cons. It was evidently something that I wanted to do.
Samantha, what was important to you to bring to this role of Bee's mother?
I really wanted to capture what I actually was...
you.
Oh, thank you.
No problem.
This is my first movie, you can tell. I really wanted to capture, you know, when I saw the costumes, I was like, oh my gosh, it's Cinderella in a tracksuit. And I just wanted to focus on that. And I think if they had cast a non-disabled actor, they probably would have tried to play the disability. But as a member of the community and someone who's neurodiverse, I know that being disabled is just a part of who someone is. And so it was important to me to show this woman who was looking for her Prince Charming, and when she saw him, she was going to get him, and she was living her fairy tale, and I was really excited to get to play that.
Well, I will go to your Prince Charming, Dash.
She saw it was me, and then she took the part.
I would ask a very similar question of you. You play a father and a man who's been through a traumatic car crash and is now raising a family and is married. I'm curious what you wanted to bring to his role, to this part as well.
Well, it's no secret that I've played a few parts of before of men that have been struggling with maturity in a lot of ways. But there was something really interesting that I had to really dig for in this particular character because of the car accident. What did it cause? How does he react because of it? And skate the line of still driving this family and doing what he thinks is right to love his family and to take care of them, and yet still have the fun and simplicity and the joy and freedom that was based on the original character.
I know that Jackie Weaver and Jean Smart are not here, but just so the audience knows, they play these incredible dueling grandmothers
Oh yeah, they do.
in this film. And I'm curious if anyone can talk about what it was like being present for some of that.
It was amazing. I mean, a lot of it I was supposed to be not present because I'm in a coma. And that's not spoiling anything because that is the beginning of the movie. But to watch these amazing actors, everyone, honestly, go at it in this hospital room and to just lie there and observe and listen was honestly kind of a very what is my life moment. We got so lucky with the cast. Everyone just brought their A game and then some.
You can't pay for that kind of acting class. Just watching them work, it was insane. It was insane. And I got to ask them about their process, which I won't share because, it's their process. But, and they've both reached out to me after and given advice. And so it's really such a pleasure to have these industry heavyweights tell you how to make a career and how to select parts that matter to you. So they were just so generous with their time.
Well, in Canon, I would ask you, you play Bee's best friend in this. There's a meltdown while you're shopping for prom dresses that really brought me back.
I feel like the story that is told between our friendship is so relatable, I feel like, to everyone in that age range, maybe 16 to 18. I feel like a lot of people will be able to see themselves in our friendship, so.
And I wanted to ask the group, what takeaways did you find from making this film? Not only about what Bee is going through, but what her parents are going through, and what we could all learn as viewers in our own approach to embracing others in our community.
Yeah, I'll just start, and then I think for me, just having my sister-in-law having a cognitive disability and only wanting to be seen as, in her words, normal, which meant having a husband, living on her own, having a job, having a child, and so these are things that for me, it makes you really think about what does that word mean to be normal, and so and I think.
Yeah, no, I was going to say I think that all of us learned and the characters learned along the way about their own self-worth and their visibility and their invisibility and their whole lives and what's really important. And what's really important is acceptance, which breeds joy and love and freedom.
I was talking with one of our producers, Kyle, last night, and he shared with me about his conversation with Jim Lebrecht, the Oscar-winning director of Crip Camp, I believe it's called, and how they talked about how Bee's parents are taking care of her the whole time because they're letting her be in control because that's what she needs, and that blew my mind. And I do think that's how we played it. Like we thought that she needed to be in control. And I think it's about Bee's journey of realizing that she doesn't have to. She can accept her parents the way they are. And thank you, Kyle and Jim, for sharing that with us.
I think the lesson that Bee learns in this film is that sure, her life has plenty of challenges and everyone's life has its own unique set of difficulties and challenges, but Bee, I think, learns within the course of the movie that her parents have such joy and there's such laughter in her household and such a joy around life that I think she comes to truly appreciate, and to see the beauty in things and lean into things and laugh and sing and have fun when you can is also a huge takeaway for her, and I think hopefully people that see it. We could all give a different answer and it would work. I think there's so many lessons within this film and so much fun stuff to take away from it.
I'm so excited for everyone to see it. I think it centers around a medical emergency, as a lot of people can relate to, family conversions. It gets very messy before it gets better, but then everybody hopefully reaches a new understanding.
Yeah, it's also don't drink too much Fireball and then go out there, so you'll learn that lesson too in the movie.
And nobody's family is truly functional.
Their own stunts.
That's
All her own Fireball.
Yes, I did all my own Fireball. No.
What is
It was
normal?
just
What is
colored
functional?
water, caramel colored water. water.
Thank you so much for coming to talk about
Thank
this
you for
film.
having us.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.